about, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, we decided to travel to the Gold Coast to spend Christmas with my brother, who lives on the Gold Coast and has done for quite some time. So we have packed up the car these last few days, and we are now leaving Melbourne, heading to close to Canberra, where we will stay the night. So we will camp and journey up to the Gold Coast and stop along the way, which we're super excited about. And this time we've got two little fur babies that are joining us. So we have Rio and Heidi, our little two pugs that are coming along on this journey with us, which is pretty cool. So obviously it changes a little bit around where we can stay and what campsites we find, but there'll always be somewhere, I suppose, for us to stay. We are super excited to be spending Christmas with family and to be embarking on this road trip, which is pretty cool. After spending obviously our beautiful European trip in July, we've done many videos, so this is a little bit different and shows a different kind of adventure that we still love to do. The trip from Melbourne to the Gold Coast takes about 18 hours of driving, plus stopping along the way. Our plan was to camp overnight just near Gundagai and then again near Byron Bay for the second night, so that the driving wasn't too exhausting for Gary. We left Melbourne and headed north, passing through Wangaratta, Albury, then north of Gundagai. The dogs travel really well, but we obviously have to stop quite regularly along the way, but for the most part they just sleep.
My life will be a river of tears if you don't merengue me. Then came the evening, I was dressed up to my nines.
All right, we are about half an hour's drive from the campsite that we have, I suppose, identified where we want to stay tonight, which is, we've used the Wiki Camps app. Obviously with travelling with dogs, there's certain places that you can and can't go, so this one accommodates dogs or has allowed dogs. We encountered a little rain along the way, but that was okay until it started to get heavier, which we weren't expecting. Camping is never fun in the rain. The weather has really turned, and I'm going to spin it around to see what we're dealing with here. It has just started to really bucket down, and we saw lightning and heard thunder. We just stopped at the servo to get a bag of wood because we doubt very much we'll get some dry wood to have a little fire tonight, so we've just got a couple of bags, and it has really started to bucket down. So not looking forward very much to be camping in this weather, but it is what it is. It's a means to an end. I'm sure we'll be fine. It's just then it gets very soggy and wet around the campsite, and then with the dogs that's a whole nother level of challenge, I suppose. So anyway, the campsite's about an hour's drive north of Gundagai. So it'd be good if this rain would piss off, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Once we get there, we'll sort of see what we're dealing with and go from there. All right, we've made it at this gorgeous campsite. The rain has cleared and the doggies are sitting here, and we have an incredible fire. Albeit it's a little bit warm, but it was raining before and the temperature did drop a little bit, but we're just now chilling. After a big day of driving, Gary's exhausted, and we've set the tent up upstairs. I say upstairs because it's a rooftop tent. And we're just relaxing now. We have already had dinner. We grabbed some dinner in town, so we didn't have to worry about cooking anything when we got here, anticipating that we were probably going to get here late. Anyway, we are going to just enjoy this fireplace and just relax and then probably head to bed. So we will check back in the morning.
Yeah,
We decided to choose the inland road, chasing the cooler weather, mainly for the dogs of course, and finding elevation where possible. We left the campsite near Gundagai after a good night's sleep and headed north towards Bathurst, then on to Tamworth and Armidale, where we chose a campsite on the Styx River. What's this place called?
Wattle Flat.
This is
There's going to be a platypus in there.
Wattle Flat, and we are about 70 kilometres outside of Armidale, northern New South Wales. So it's actually, we're the only people here, which is just gorgeous, and it's just starting to rain again. Surprise, surprise. That's all we've seemed to have had on this road trip. All right. Unfortunately, the rain hung around all day, but at least the temperature was warm. Well, here we are at Wattle Tree Flat, and girls and I are just sitting here. Once again, it has started to rain. Surprise, surprise. We're actually lucky today because there wasn't actually much rain when we left our last campsite. We headed through Tamworth, grabbed something to eat there, and then made our way here. So we're about an hour's drive out of Armidale. This campsite was about, I'm going to say 60 kilometres in from Armidale, but it's actually just gorgeous and there's nobody else here. It is a Monday night, 3 days before Christmas, so probably expected. And it's not kind of the place maybe that people come for a long period of time, maybe just a one-nighter. And given Christmas is literally in a few days, people are probably home and then planning their trips from Boxing Day. But even though it's raining, it's absolutely gorgeous, very quiet. We've got our nice little fire burning here, which is pretty cool. Girls have just eaten and now we're all just relaxing.
I wanna tell you that I feel alright. Yeah, I feel fine. Yeah, something inside me is saying that I'm on the move, baby. Hey, I'm moving on.
We left Wattle Flat and headed towards Grafton, past Lismore, and crossed the Queensland border through Tweed Heads and into Broadbeach, where my brother lives. Our 3-day road trip was finally done and we were looking forward to spending Christmas Day with the family. Okay, we are here on the Gold Coast and we are having this beautiful Christmas lunch here at my brother's house. And I thought we would do something a bit different for one of our videos. Given my brother is a chef by trade, he has cooked up a storm today here for Christmas Day. I thought it would be cool to actually capture some of his cooking shenanigans in the kitchen and maybe feature some of the recipes that he has created for us today. Gold Coast today is literally probably scorching. It's 35 degrees. We're sitting inside at the moment with the air conditioning, but we are going to have lunch outside. So a bit of a varied menu, I think, suited to both some warm and cold dishes. But let's now venture into the kitchen and find out what the hell is going on.
Everyone, yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the Gold Coast. It's Christmas Day in 2025 and it's 1,000 degrees, but it's all good. So what we're going to do, a bit of family style today. We're doing some marinated chicken wings, which will be grilled with rosemary and garlic. We're doing zucchini fritti, which is actually just done with egg flour in peanut oil. I've got American pork ribs, which are actually been slow braised from 9 o'clock this morning.
Whoa.
And they're looking really good.
Yum.
We've got focaccia.
So hang on, just on those ones, Fabio, what's the marinade?
The marinade is smoky paprika, garlic, fennel. We've got actually a bit of nutmeg in there. Then of course I've done my barbecue sauce, which is tomato sauce, Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of bourbon. I've got some spices in there.
Yeah.
And reduced that all down and with a bit of oil. And we've got the
and do you have to marinate that like a day in advance?
Yeah,
or is this the marinade here?
Yeah, this is the sauce that I've done, which is and then what
you
we'll
just
do.
baste it.
Yeah, so it comes out like this.
Oh my god, they look amazing. One
Beautiful
of those, what will Gary
pork,
say?
Yep. So you can just video
yeah,
them.
nice.
These have
Look
been
at that.
slow at 150.
And sorry, they're pork.
Pork ribs, pork baby back rib, which have been cooked at a 150 degree oven,
Yeah.
but for 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
4 hours. So
Okay,
obviously
slow cooked.
slow, very slow, very slow,
Okay.
very slow.
And then you just keep basting.
Yeah,
nice.
keep basting.
Far out. Okay.
And then we've got focaccia, we've got we've got broccoli, we've got also roast potatoes.
Yep.
I've got corn, which we're going to do like Spanish style,
Yep.
with a bit of parmesan and smoky paprika. And some salad. And then, of course, done a little, just for those of people that don't like meat, done a little,
Oh my God.
done a little one of those.
Yeah, have a look. Look at this piece. My God.
Little bit of a seafood platter, just something
Nice.
cold. So you've got something hot, something grilled, something smoked, something braised, something grilled. We've got something deep fried. We've got cold. So it's a mixture of everything. You know, cold, all different principles of cookery, obviously.
Yeah, and given that obviously the Italian heritage,
Sure.
this is not traditional Italian.
No.
This
Today's a mix.
Melting pot.
Today
of
is
everything.
actually a little bit of Mediterranean, a bit of American.
Yeah.
Instead of doing always Italian.
Yeah.
There's a couple of little things Italian, like the zucchini fritti and things
Yeah.
like that. But try to mix it up. And then we've got a nice salad with some figs and pine nuts and feta and tomato and cucumber, just to freshen it up.
Nice.
Some lettuce,
Yeah.
the corn, the fruit, so a bit of everything. So it'll be about
Beautiful.
once it's all done, we'll put it on the table, then you can
Well, we
have a
might
look.
come back while you're actually cooking some of it, so that we capture it live.
Sounds
but
good.
That's the menu.
Tu vuoi farlo americano, americano, americano. Sienta me chi tu papà. Tu vuoi vivere alla moda, ma se bevi whisky and soda, poi ti senti di suban. E a balla un rock and roll, ma gioca a basketball, ma i soldi picca me. Chi ti lì dalla borsetta di mamma, tu vuoi farlo americano, americano, americano. Ma se nata in Italia, siento me non c'è sta niente a fa, ok napolitano, tu puoi farlo americano, tu puoi farlo americano.
All right, so we're here on the Gold Coast in this amazing kitchen where my brother Fabio is cooking up a storm. This is my sister-in-law Josephine and my niece Zara. So we are having a beautiful family lunch here.
So we're just obviously, as a component for some fresh green vegetables, just blanching some broccolini, and I've just done a bath of olive oil, a little bit of crushed
nice.
garlic,
Okay.
salt, pepper.
Yep.
And as soon as these are tender,
Yep.
which obviously can be at room temperature and they can stay out all day,
Yep.
so they can handle the heat. So
So
these
you're
are
just going to take them straight from being
straight blanched,
into
yeah,
then.
yeah.
And what's in here?
Here we got olive oil,
Yeah.
lemon, garlic, salt, pepper. Very simple, very fresh, very green, and very vibrant.
Okay. All right.
So-
Well, you don't have to put them in an ice bath to stop
No,
cooking.
no,
okay,
no.
so straight in.
No,
so
we'll
you
go
will just
straight
keep
in.
them al dente.
And they'll stay room temperature for the
temperature.
day,
Yeah.
and they're fine. They can stay
Perfect.
out for a bit.
Okay.
Because you've got to understand a lot of things in the heat when you cook in Queensland compared to Melbourne or
Yeah.
Victoria
Yeah.
or down south.
Yeah.
You've got to create a menu that can handle
It's
the heat.
accommodating the heat,
So if
yeah.
you do a lot of things with dairy and cheese and things like that, it
It's
tends
not
to
going to
melt.
work. Yeah. Now, so can you explain what's in this? This is
Garlic.
Yeah.
In
But
the
did
ja-
you roast the garlic with the potatoes?
The garlic cloves go in the jackets, butter, olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, and mushrooms.
Right.
The mushrooms release the moisture,
Mushrooms.
and the mushrooms help cook the potatoes.
All right, I need to taste one.
But also your
Look at this corn.
We're not.
So
we came from
Fabi's
cold.
finished now caramelising that corn, and look at the colour on
So
this.
what we're going to do, there
Right.
already, see how you get that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
That nice char, little bit of char, and all that flavour's now seeped into the open kernels. So the corn is now done and in the foil tray, ready to go. These foil trays are a must. Oh, there goes the
Less
Parmigiano.
cleaning up.
Yeah,
Less
less cleaning up, and you can just then
bit
chuck
of
the.
lime.
Oh, so the Parmigiano's gone on, and it's just the grated Parmigiano, and then it's the
Bit of lime.
lemon. Oh, lime.
Bit of lime.
My apologies. Some lime juice just to cut through that richness, because remember he sort of pan fried it in the butter and the oil, so that's a little
we
bit
go.
of richness, and the Parmigiano.
Stai lontana da sto cuore, a chi vuole co pensiero, Niente voglia, niente spera che te mette sempre a fianco a me. Si sicura che st'amore, come so sicure te. Oi vita mia, oi cuore di chi stu cuore. Si sa o primo amore, o prima e l'ultimo sarai per me. Quando notte non ti vega, non ti senti in tasti braccia, non ti vasa chi sta faccia e non ti stringe forte in braccia a me. Ma scetanne ma stu suona, mai fa chiagnere per te.
All right, so my very talented sister-in-law, Josephine, say hello to everyone,
Hi everyone.
has created the piece de resistance, which is our Christmas dessert. What would we call this? Not even a platter. This is like
It's a great-
extended board that I've never seen anything so incredible as this. So Joe is an amazing pastry chef and has created, as you can see, a Christmas dessert feast. That includes, well, I'm going to let her explain everything in a second, but just take a look at this amazing selection of festive desserts, which is just insane.
I gotta have one for the chef.
All right, so let's quickly go through
Yeah.
what do we have
Let's
here
do it.
so that we cover everything.
Everything is gluten free.
Yep.
So we've got a beautiful, it's actually my grandmother's recipe
Yep.
made out of balsamic vinegar. It's a pavlova, and instead of making a big one like I said previously, I've done small ones because not everyone likes it.
Yeah.
Then we've got figs and we've got pomegranates. We've got fresh cream. Here we've got beautiful truffles made
They
with
look
pistachios.
amazing.
We've got flourless chocolate torte, which is sensational. We've got these beautiful dates that are with pecan, nuts and Nutella. And of course, we've got these beautiful rum balls here.
Yeah. What's in the rum balls? Oh, apricot.
Balls. We've got masala balls, brandy balls.
Oh, wow.
And yeah,
Fresh
bon appetit.
cherries,
That's
just-
for me now.
All right, go. Which one's that one that you're tasting?
The dates.
Ah, okay. Amazing.
Thank you.
So this is a most incredible dessert I've ever seen. Thank you, Joe. And we are now going to enjoy. Yeah, I'll come with you.
Sciuri, sciuri, sciuri di tutto l'anno, l'amore che a me da sede lo dono. Sciuri, sciuri, sciuri di tutto l'anno, l'amore che a me da sede lo dono. La 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 la. Lo sabato si sapi allegra cori. Via do pavo pezza.
As expected for that time of the year on the Gold Coast, an afternoon thunderstorm arrived with a vengeance and a tropical downpour just in time for dessert. That didn't matter though, we still enjoyed the incredible spread.
Sciuri, sciuri di tutto l'anno, l'amore che a me da sede lo dono. Sciuri, sciuri, sciuri di tutto l'anno, l'amore che a me da sede lo dono. La 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 la. Si troppo dispettosa tu con mia, cascudo letto si mi insonno a
Well, it's safe to say that the Gold Coast, albeit short stay, was amazing to spend with my brother and the family for Christmas.
Sei con me. Ciao, stasera con te. Mi sento felice.
From the amazing lunch we shared to the journey up with the fur babies, we always appreciate the opportunity to travel, and this wasn't any different.
Ricordi l'amore che c'era tra noi. Bambina sì, rimani qui con me. Stasera amor, la serenata ti farò, bambina senti.
We hope you enjoyed sharing this with us and keep an eye out for our future adventures both near and far. For now, from the fur babies and me, we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Bella che mai, ricordi l'amore che c'era tra noi, bambina sì.